Hello, YouTube. This is Chelsea the Destroyer. Today we're going to watch a Let's Game It Out with Supermarket Simulator. I've been really into Supermarket Simulator, to be honest, lately. It's a very chill game sometimes. I've been liking it, so I'm going to watch the Let's Game It Out. Basically breaking the shit out of it, because that's what Let's Game It Out does. So, yeah. Grab your snackies, grab your bevies, let me know what you're eating or drinking down below, do some algorithmic interaction, and let's get to watching. Like, yeah, let me learn some pro strats. Yeah.
Hey there, it's Josh. Welcome back to Let's Game It
Hi,
Out.
Josh.
We're playing Supermarket Simulator today.
Nice.
A game with a whole lot of people playing it and a whole lot of reviews, which means this game must be absolutely 100% top tier and not remotely a jank fest. What I'm trying to say
It can be a jank fest.
is I'm sure it's going to be quite the journey. Hey, speaking of journeys, let me tell you
Hi,
about
DB.
today's sponsor, AFK Journey, which just came out, free to play and available on iOS, Android, and PC. AFK Journey is done by the same team that made the super popular AFK Arena, but it's also a whole lot different. It's not an idle game, it's an ethereal fantasy RPG.
Okay.
For now, it's time for new game. So here we are in front of our brand new supermarket in the middle of our cute little neighborhood. Look at this. We have all kinds of foot traffic, people just swaggering their way to work. And we can tell as we follow this guy that we are in the United States of America. As you can clearly tell by this very American license plate. Wait, maybe that was just that one car.
And this one's from Iowa. I never really paid attention to this. I was always wondering, like, where it is, because, like, the sockets in the store are like European sockets, but you use American money, but then some of the money doesn't exist. Like there's a 50, well, I say it doesn't exist. There's like a 50 cent, I think, coin, which I mean, that does exist, but like it's not something that you find often. So like, I don't know.
Because we can see here that this one's from Iowa and this one's from California. What an inclusive neighborhood. You can even have the same license plate as someone else. Anyway, the neighborhood is about what you'd expect. And by that, I mean it has a bunch of buildings with nothing going on. NPCs just wandering around living their lives of doing nothing. But most importantly, we're in a neighborhood that we cannot escape. Like everything might look and feel very peaceful. Ow! But as you can see, there's something sinister going on underneath. The whole neighborhood is just one giant loop. The good news about this, though, is it means you're the only supermarket in town. So let's go ahead and begin our supermarket empire. Clearly from the ground floor, because look at these slim pickings. So it looks like we've got 2 shelves, as well as a register, a door that I'm not even allowed to get into yet, and a computer awkwardly in the corner. And something tells me this is going to be the brains of our operation. On account of a tutorial telling us to order goods using the computer. Well, don't mind if I do. But first, let's go to the bank. Oh, good, and we can take out a loan straight away. Let's use this slider here to turn that loan term length into 25 days, because I want to take as long as possible to pay it back. Okay, and now instead of $50, we have $800 to work with. It's like free money. And now let's head on over to the market, which is our one-stop shop to buying goods for our store. Look at this, we've got all the essentials. Carbs, carbs, and more carbs. And oil for your daily hydration needs. We're gonna start with flour because it's the cheapest to buy, and I get the feeling that it doesn't really matter what we buy. I'm pretty sure customers are going to be interested anyway. Okay, all that stuff is ordered. I guess all we need to do now is wait for it to arrive. Oh wait, there it is. What the hell even happened out here? I mean, it was delivered really fast, which is nice. Hang on, let's order some more of these. And I'd love to order more than 10 at a time, but it turns out 10 is the max. Okay, orders in. 10. Quickly outside. Thank God my groceries aren't very delicate. Well, I guess right off we know where that loan money is going to. It's time to buy as many of these as we can so that we can just have more boxes all the time. And we'll order another 10. Looking good. Watch out, car. Oh, of course, they don't care. And another. And another. You know, I thought the pile would be bigger. But whatever, it's still plenty to work with. Oh, and also I just noticed we also have this room right here, also known as the storage room, that let's check. Yep, can't get into. Whatever, that's a problem for later. Right now, we need to handle the basics, like picking up some of this flour, ripping open the box, looking at this person, and hurling it in their face. Yeah, she's impressed. And then climb over all of this crap, pick up the box, and let's get to shelving. Oh, well, that was easy. And now the game wants to
Yeah.
demonstrate to me that we can throw out the empty boxes. And I threw out that one because the tutorial made me. But it's gonna be the only one. Also, we're not done filling this up. This looks very sad. We're gonna need a lot more flour to fill these shelves. Hang on, I'll do the hard work first of getting our crap in there so we can stock up. And we'll just hurl more of these on the shelves and then throw this crap in the corner. And rinse and repeat. Watch out, everybody. We're really gaming now. And there we go. It's some hard work, but someone has to do it. And also, this is not the price I want. After all, the market price alone is $3.71 right now. Especially when, how high can this go? That's it? Fine. That's our price now. And I don't expect anyone's gonna pay this, but let's see anyway. And last but not least, we're gonna reposition these shelves a little bit more to our liking. So we're gonna take this one and shove it in the corner somewhere. Yep, just like that. And let's get some of these boxes out of the way so that we can fit this other shelf right next to it. There we go. All of it facing away like it's bashful. Okay, I think we're ready for our grand opening. Crap in the street, crap in our store. I've never been more ready. And now let's wait for our first customer. Ma'am, what do you think? Do you want to come in? Oh boy, here we go. Flour's too expensive. How do you even know? You didn't even look at the prices. You just made assumptions. You'll be back, or I bet someone that looks just like you. Okay, yeah, I think it's safe to say that the flour is probably too expensive. Fine, let me crawl back here and see if I can change it. Pardon me, boxes. Let's lower it to a much more modest $5. Hello, sir. Would you like to buy some flour? Well, you know, I'm not really sure what I expected. Except that I can see that there's a rush on flour now. Ooh, going for the lower shelf between that guy's legs? I get it. You're a discerning flour connoisseur. You know where the good stuff is. And you all look like you're late for the same wedding or something, so let's go ahead and get you handled. Okay, let me ring this up, and it's gonna be $5. Oh, well, that's probably a little too much cash, but okay. Really?
Bro.
You only gave me $10? It sure felt like more. Anyway, that means your change is $5. Hold, please, while I give you your change. In pennies. 1, 2,
Oh
3,
my God.
4, 5. Boy, howdy am I pleased that you're allowed to do this. And just to help all you non-Americans out there, $5 in pennies is 500 pennies. 500 glorious pennies and not a single cent more. Okay, sir, here's your change. Don't spend it all in one place, okay? Also, while we were getting this guy's change, looks like we have quite the line forming. Hey,
Holy
you, get out of
shit.
here. You're holding up the line. Look at this. We're already the hottest destination for all your flour needs. Just clip through all these people, use your telekinesis to pull it from the other side, and then wait for your turn to even get in line. Until then, please help yourself to a little bit of milling around the back of the store for no reason. Don't worry, I'm sure the line will go down eventually. Oh no, you know what I just realized? In addition to moving the shelves, I can also move this thing, even if there's people waiting in line. And now they're all like, oh no, what do we do? Don't worry, I'm gonna put it back down. I'm just gonna face it in a weird direction like this, just because I need to see what you'll do as a result. Okay, everybody, find your place in line. Oh no, were all those people leaving? Oh no, did we lose some customers? Nope, no we did not. They're just waiting in line like they're supposed to. I mean, I guess it makes sense. Line starts right there. Makes sense that it would go out here. Hang on, so what happens if I put it like up against this wall where nobody can possibly line up behind it? Well, that was a stupid question. Of course he would just go inside the wall. I feel dumb for even asking. But what I really want is for everybody to feel involved. So I'm gonna shove it all the way back here against where all the customers are anyway, because I want everybody to feel like they're part of the process. Okay, good. No one's even really trying anymore. The thing I love, by the way, is it doesn't look like anyone's willing to leave. Like, they committed to buying this flour, and so help me, they will. Like, these people walk up here, really contemplate if they want to do this, and then they're like, well, I do need flour, and I'm willing to fight the mobs to get it. Now, excuse me while I use the force and grab not 1 but 2 sacks of flour. Also, you might notice this text at the bottom that says to finish out the day. That's because we reached 9 p.m., which I guess is closing time. Except not really, because the game lets you just keep playing. I guess it just means if people are walking by, they're not going to choose to come into your store anymore. Unlike you suckers that are stuck here forever. Okay, whatever. Let's let you finally
Stuck here until I let you leave.
Oh, I see we got a credit card customer this time. And this is about as fun as you'd expect. You click on their card and it flies right into the card reader as they look down in shame, and then you enter the amount. Here you go, sir. Thank you for your patronage. And then the next sad-looking dork shows up, and you do it all again. That's right, sir. Don't make eye contact. Just put the credit card on the dresser. And that's pretty much what you do. You ring up groceries, and you take their awkward amount of drug money they try to hand you. You give them their change in only pennies, and then you send them on their way.
Why?
I like to do something a little bit
fucking pennies. Oh my god. This man is so chaotic. And like, you know, I'm already 9 minutes in. I don't think I've been talking. I've just been like, what is happening? Oh my god. Hello, me. I'm sorry. But like, Bruh. I try to make a nice supermarket, and he's like, let's break it as much as possible.
Special. Every time I see this guy in his little bow tie, I move the
He's
register
so
that the next
sweaty.
person in line is no longer him, so that he
Aw.
loses his place in line.
Aw.
With my goal being to never ring him up. And anytime he gets to the front of the line, time to move the register once more. Uh-oh, what are we supposed to do? There's two of them. Okay, nice try, but I can see right through that disguise. Okay, fine. We'll finally ring up your groceries. 1 and 2 and credit card. And then we'll walk away from the machine, take this entire thing, fold it back in the box, throw it at that guy, turn and look at our very American light switch and electrical socket, shut off the lights with everybody still inside, and finish the day. Ah, good. The riffraff cleared out. Finally, we can have a nice place again. But of course, let's move around our setup a little bit. This time, we're going to take this and we're going to put it all the way over here, right in front of the door. And it should be fine because you can actually sneak your way in all the same. And we'll leave the other one there just so people have a reason to come in.
You
And
gotta
no, I'm not gonna
restock,
buy other
though.
stuff. Also, let's lower the price on this and see if we can get more people to come in. There, $4 whole for all this crap. Can't wait. Okay, ma'am, come on in. We're open for business. You know you need some... Ma'am? Ma'am? Excuse me? What are you doing there? How
What?
did you... What? If we take a look
What?
at this other person, they just clip right through, and they acquire flour through the wall. That's not the only way they can do it, though. They can walk right up to the shelf and do the old through the shelf special, and then wait in line. But not a single one of them can seem to find their way in. I mean, really, though, you can just walk in just like this. I don't see why you're all having such a problem.
What the
Something else that's
hell?
kind of curious is there's flour right here. And if this is here, usually it means there's a customer waiting in line, which obviously we don't see. So let's ring it up and see what happens. Hello? Somebody owes me $8. Oh, I see. It must be whoever's arm this belongs to. I got it. Hold still. I'm trying to take your cash. Although kind of a problem. I can't take that cash because I need to be standing at the register for it. And I can't reach it from here. Oh, wait. I know what to do. Easy solution. Just move
The
this
register.
closer. Okay, let's see. Maybe if I move it on the other side like this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Hello? Well, I'm not seeing anyone. Wait a minute. I think this guy's trying to tell me something. Okay, yeah, I understand now. He's standing over there, and he's trying to hand me his credit card through the wall.
Through the
as
wall.
you do. Wow, it's like
Oh.
an accidental drive-through. And after ringing them up, I just kind of stare at the wall and hope I can figure out if they're paying cash or credit. What a
Holy
weird way
shit.
to do business. Another successful day of not letting anybody actually into my store. I did also try to set up the register outside, but unfortunately, the game doesn't let you place it. So the best I could do is box it up and throw it at people. Anyway, whatever, time for the next day. And then the game shows me that market prices have changed for stuff like I care. The only thing I
Like
care
I
about is if we
care.
can find weirder ways to set up our shop. And thank God we have so much more. Wait a minute, what are you doing out here? You're already in there. This shouldn't even be possible. Well, now we gotta try something. Are you telling me that if I pick this thing up and then box it up and then let's say just throw it over in the corner like that, if I then back out and then reload my game, oh, well, that's
no.
good. Well, now I have a question. What can we do with extra registers? Oh my God. How much do they sell for? $250? Well, I think we can see where this is going. You, back in the box. Get in the corner. And then after a quick reload, look who's back again. Oh, and good news, it works on shelves too. Pick up, box up, throw outside, and then after a quick reload, oh boy, do we have some fun work ahead of us. And we could sell all of them. But what if we need them? So let's go ahead and stow them outside for now. So
Holy
hold,
shit.
please.
I mean, oh my God. Yeah, this would take so much time to do, but you could definitely make a lot of money.
Okay, so I've been doing this for quite a while now. Just boxing up some goods, turning around, and throwing them outside. And I feel like we're making good progress. Like, I feel like we might have enough shelves, and also probably enough registers. It's enough that when we're
Maybe.
inside the store, you can barely see the outside. Oops, all boxes. And it looks pretty
Oops, all
impressive from the
boxes.
outside, too. You can't even see the storefront. And as expected, no one is remotely concerned about this.
No.
Who cares if it's in the street? And I'm
Normal
pretty sure our
ass
money
day for
problems
them.
are solved. Every time we need more money, we can just sell some of this stuff, and we can essentially generate as much money as we need. Talk about all the convenience. And if we head on over here to management, we have a whole bunch of exciting options. For one, we can buy stuff like product licenses. You know how that works, right? Where you're legally not allowed to sell certain things until you pay for a license to sell bottled water. Makes sense to me. And this right now is the only add-on we can actually buy, because there's also the requirement of store level 3, and all of these other ones require even more. Anywhere from level 6 to level 9 to level 12. All all the way down to these product licenses to level 90, where the license costs $65,000.
Jesus.
All that for alcohol? I'll just make my own in the bathtub, thank you. Oh, but that's not all. We've got customization. Check out these options. Yeah, now we're talking. No, but really what we want is
it's early
growth.
access.
If we go on over to here, we can open up extra sections. Again, there's a whole bunch of requirements. We can only do the first one right now. But hey, it's gonna let us expand by 4 by 4 meters. And I got big plans for that space. Let's see, how are things looking? Yep, looks good to me. And now that we have all this extra space, we better use it. So first, let's take all these boxes and we'll just kind of force ourselves to the outside and throw these boxes out there. And now that it's just me and our bigger establishment, it's time to set up the shelves. So first we'll put one as close to the edge as we can get right there. And then we'll grab another one, which is gonna go right here like this. And then another one right about there.
You gonna make a
maze?
maze?
What's happening yet?
Are you making a maze?
Because if there's one thing I like in all of my games, it's building mazes when you're not supposed to. Like the one I've just built right now. Here, let me demonstrate from the outside, where you can already see all this awfulness. First, you approach the front door, and then you stare at the back side of a shelf before you realize, oh, you can enter from right here. And then after that, it's just about navigating the space. Watch your face, there's a lot of sharp corners everywhere.
Oh.
And once everybody's done navigating all this crap, they can finally buy their flour. And then once they've purchased this,
They have a singular shelf of flour at the end. Oh my god.
it's off to the register. And just so we're clear,
Holy-
the line starts in the back. And we're
Holy
open
shit.
for business. Ah, our first guest of the day. And wow, they're navigating that like a champ. I was wrong. This is fully navigable. I sure am surprised. I genuinely didn't think this would be possible. Thank goodness. Wait, no, buddy, you're going the wrong way. Oh, wait, to you, I'm sure you're not. I forgot, the line is full here. So why wouldn't you go all the way outside and shove yourself through all of these boxes so that you can honor not just waiting in line, but apparently spooning in line? I bet you can't wait to tell your grandkids about how you met. And as is our custom, we're not going to ring anybody up until our stores hit 9 p.m. and it's closed for the day. I don't think it's much of a problem. They seem to be enjoying the maze. Okay, it's 9 p.m. I don't think we're getting any new customers.
That one
You
dude.
can tell
That one dude is having an existential crisis in the corner.
these are people just waiting because they've got a little baggie in their hands. Let's begin the checkout process. Thanks for waiting. You and your pecs have been so patient. Did you find
You and
everything
your
okay
pecs.
today? Just kidding. I don't care. All I care about is your $8. Okay, sir. This is unacceptable. You gave me a $50 on your $8 purchase. You know what? I don't even want your money. I'm just gonna give you your $50 back. Take your flour and be gone from my sight. This one's on me. Ma'am, why are you so sweaty? Have you been playing League of Legends? That's okay, I understand. I'd be sad too. And every so often I like to pick up the register and turn it around just to keep people on their toes. See, it's kind of nicer this way. I can see everybody's miserable faces again. Excuse
They do
me,
look
ma'am. You can't
unhappy.
be back
Hi?
here. What the hell are you doing? Get out of here. Or at least steal the register. You're making these twins very uncomfortable. Oh my goodness, and we have the legendary triplets. How come no one's as amazed as I am? And occasionally the game gets confused. For example, I just rang up that bag of flour and yet she's giving me no payment. Oh, forgive me for not realizing you were the person paying. You know, considering you're not even looking in the right direction. And I'm not even gonna ask about your hair. Okay, just
She's got magic
give me your
hair.
credit card there, ma'am, and have a great day. Wait, ma'am, you forgot your... Okay, never mind. You're complaining about stuff I don't have, so now I don't care. What I was gonna tell you is you seem to have left your credit card in the reader. I couldn't just go ahead and run it again, could I? No way. And can I do it again? Oh my god. Ma'am, you're gonna be waiting a while. I have something I need to do. Hold, please, while I draw out of this person infinite funds.
Oh my... What?
Okay, I think that might be enough. I think we've extracted enough money from this person's
Holy
credit card. All
shit.
$11,863,450. It's so much money at this point, the game isn't even reporting cents anymore. Or that $1 position. Anyway, the point is I have lots of money now. And thank all of you
Jesus.
for waiting this entire time. In the dark, no less. Let me turn on the light so I can get a good look at all your faces. The faces of heroes. Especially these 4 people that I think have been waiting in line this whole time. They
My
all look
God.
like they've seen things they can't forget. And my way of saying thanks is I'm gonna end the day without helping you. You're welcome. Look at these amazing stats. 0 satisfied customers. We had to pay $35 for rent and $8.35 for bills. Luckily, we had just a little bit of income. So
Just
I think
a little
the day
bit.
was okay. And coming into the shop the next day, it looks like whoever it was came back for their credit card. So hey, it's basically a victimless crime. Well, I guess no better time than to try to upgrade everything I have available to me. Which, as it turns out, isn't actually a lot. Because I'm still only store level 9. But whatever,
Well.
sure, give me these things. We did it. We purchased product licenses. It's like DLC, but for our supermarket. More importantly, though, is growth, where we can now unlock sections 3 and 4. I like how doing so means you just look to your left, and the store is suddenly just larger than you remember. I mean, not a lot larger, just slightly more for more crap. But I really would like a whole lot more, and for that, we're gonna have to get our store level a little higher. That's okay. I'm gonna try to fast track this. First, let's take all these shelves, actually put them against the walls. I know it seems weird, but hear me out. It's gonna put these all the way against the wall. Thankfully, we have a lot of extra shelves out here.
Are you
So for what I'm
stacking
trying
them?
to
What are
do,
you
it's a lot
doing?
easier. Okay, there we go. I think this is as many shelves as I could shove in here, provided I still had a checkout stand. And the great thing about this is I can walk through these, but I'm pretty sure all of this is gonna be too narrow for other people to use. And we're actually gonna do something special. We're gonna order other stuff. Pretty much everything I have access to right now, we're gonna order. I mean, not everything, because I didn't buy any fridges. And it turns out if you have stuff like orange juice, even though it's been sitting here on the outside in a pile, yeah, there's no way we can put that on the shelf. It needs to be placed in a, oh, excuse me, on a fridge. Well, why don't you cool down out here then? Wait a minute, I can't do this with
In the
soda
sun.
either? What kind of posh neighborhood is this where I have to put it in a fridge? I did, however,
Yeah, those
buy
are
one
like
case
liters.
of bottled water, which, yes, for some reason requires a fridge, so that I can just leave it out on the ground. So everyone can be like, oh, is that water for sale? And I can go,
No, it has to be cold.
and I'm glad
No,
I
it's
don't
gotta be
plan
in the
on doing this
fridge.
more than a couple of times because my god is this tedious. You can
It
only
is a
order
little
10
tedious.
cases of anything at a time, and since I want to buy an extreme bulk, I buy 10 of one item, and then I have to go to the next one and buy 10 more. Heaven help me if I just want to order it all at once, so I think I probably have enough goods now. And I couldn't help but notice that the frame rate's a little less smooth, so that probably bodes well, right? Oh god, here's all my stuff. In an actual moving sea of boxes. I like how I actually
all
can't tell it's any
moving.
different. Like, the only reason I know there's more boxes than before is it's like on the outside are the bigger boxes, denoting our shelves, and then on this other side over here, all of the checkout counters. And then conveniently in the middle here is all of our goods. So let's not
Holy
go too
shit.
nuts yet. Let's deal with putting this crap out first, which is going to be its own
And it's like
special kind of
alive.
pain. Starting with even trying to get in my own store. Just let me in. Thank you. So the whole reason I'm doing this process is so I can take all these goods and give them the amazing price of 0. And that's how we're going to get more customers happy, which should really help raise our store level. But first we got to put all this crap out here, which, so much work. All this for the price of 0. Okay, shelves stocked. Never again. That took forever. And my favorite part about it is you're coming into the store and you're like, oh my goodness, so many things. And all for free. The downside, of course, being that nothing is in order. You know, with these things right next to the powdered sugar, which are right next to the spaghetti, which are
I can't say anything. My organization is really bad in my store too. It'd be like
right
that.
next to the coffee. Or maybe you need some gummy candy. Don't worry, it's right here next to the olive oil. And of course, if you really want something, you gotta shove yourself into these little spaces. Or, well, I do. We all know that they're not going to. We all know they're just gonna go straight to the register. But my hope is that now that we're open and everything is free, that it'll raise our store level faster. Fingers crossed. Hello, ma'am. Hopefully you found everything you want today. Wow, I didn't even see you pick up all that stuff. And don't forget, everything is free. I get it. Habits are hard to break. In fact, here, let me take that. Let's see, you gave me $1 for some reason, and I'm gonna give you back $100. Surely that'll get me more points, right? Nope, it got me 5. And as you can see, as soon as I ring up this person's stuff, I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this credit card, by the way. That too gives +5. So what I'm saying is these people get all these free groceries, and we don't even get extra points for it. And sometimes we even lose points if we didn't have what they wanted. Why are you people so ungrateful? Well, if we're gonna get docked points anyway, how about I take your money and I get you your change? All the pennies in the register, and I have a lot of them. And $20 in pennies. Here you go. Take your 2,000 pennies and get out of here. I'm sorry we didn't have any milk. Anyway, we're not helping these people out. We're gonna fold this thing up and tell them to get out with no goods. I don't benefit, so neither do you. But that's okay because I noticed something else. You may notice from our status thing here that we actually have a positive amount of points gained. And I realized it wasn't from these jackasses. It was from over here at the computer. I didn't notice at first, but when you buy stuff, that purchase gives you store points. +2 per case to be exact. So if we were to buy 10 cases of flour, it should get us +20, right? That seems a lot easier to do. And it looks like it's the same across all items. For example, this flour costs $5.16 per case. So you would assume this cereal, that's over 7 times as much, would give me more store points, right? Nope, it's all the same. Can I just keep doing this over and over again and graduate another level? Welp, I know what we're doing. So hold please and let's see how long this will take. Okay, so
I know his whole thing is basically crashing the game. He's definitely going to.
Been doing this for a little while now to great success. Look at that, we just reached level 27. I couldn't help but notice.
To be fair, man has $11 million from that one lady's credit card, which good on her for having that kind of credit limit, I guess.
So that everything is getting kind of sluggish. Like when I leave the computer and start looking around, oh boy, total slideshow. And that's when I remembered. Every time I did this, I was ordering 10 cases of stuff. And I see they've invaded our store. Well, let's go see what the damage is, if we can even make it outside. Okay, I'm doing my best to try to get out of here, but it's really hard. You know what might actually be easier is if we go back over to the computer, head on over to management, go to storage, where I now have the required store level for everything. And hopefully doing so will open up this door finally. There we go, all sections purchased. Oh good, the door is open. Please God, let me exit through the back. Fiddlesticks. I don't know, this might still be better. Let's give it a shot. Especially with these bigger boxes that I can pick up and then sell. And, okay, it looks like I was able to shove my way out. Nice to see everyone is out here living normal lives. Normal 2 frames per second lives. God, what a nightmare. And hey, speaking of nightmares, look at all this flour. So I think the problem is I don't know how on earth I'm ever gonna get back in there. And I don't think we can go back the way we came. Okay, I have an idea. Let's quit back to the menu. Maybe by just continuing from here, the boxes will settle. I'm not so sure that worked. I do appear to be buried in the boxes now, but I was able to shove my way out. Well, I guess that's my supermarket for you. The land of free goods that nobody can get to. But hey, why not help yourself to some flour or some registers? But you know, now that I've spent some time with this game, surely it's explained to me how it rose above to have this many people playing it. What a legend. I want to thank AFK Journey again for sponsoring this video.
I mean, it's it's a really chill game. It's like super chill. It's fun to play. And you get to talk shit to the customers. And you don't have any, like, backlash about that. What everyone that's worked in retail has ever dreamed of.